What is going on, guys? We are back with another experiment slash what if. We have two today, which is nice. I don't know if you already seen one or not, but hopefully you will see at least two today. I had this one for a while. Same with the other one that you may have seen or is yet to come out. But LC Plays probably has a different name by now. You could also do a what if, okay, Devin Wade and Colt were in the NFL on a team like the Browns and see if they can get them some wins. And then he followed up with, and maybe sim a second year to see how well they progress, in parentheses, but only if they're good year one, and see if they can make the Browns a worst to first type of team. I don't know if I predict that, but this is what we have. Colt is a 74 overall. I gave them both Superstar Dev. 74 overall. Actually, let's boost his speed up. Yeah, his speed's a little low, actually. I went off their cards, and I was like, wait a minute. MUT cards are way off compared to their, franchise counterparts. Colt 76 overall, perfectly. I don't know if you guys got a great look at his stats, but, pretty decent rookie. I mean, if I saw this guy as my rookie wide receiver, I would be pretty ecstatic. I know some of the... he's a good player. He's got some juke moves. He's actually a really good player. And then we have Devin Wade, another guy that I would be very excited for. I'm going to give him 20 years of age as well. I don't know how old they're actually supposed to be, but I want this to work. And the Browns are really rough. So let's get his age to 20. Take a look at Devin Wade's stats yet again. So pretty decent stats. Pretty much 78, 79 across the board. Probably should get a little bit more speed, but I think that's fine for me. And more importantly, let's get on to this. I don't know how well the Browns would normally do, but they're pretty much the worst roster season in and season out in franchise. So I'm gonna say if they do anything around 8-8, this could have a little bit of merit to it. Almost on to the playoffs. Honestly, I have no idea what the outcome's gonna be. I obviously do not expect playoffs, but if Colt or oh my god, this is bad. If Colt or Devin Wade could have won an award, maybe we have something. He said only do a year two if they were good. I'm going to go on a limb and say they probably were not good. But I still think we'll do that second year just for the hell of it. Aaron Rodgers is the MVP. And Devin Wade is not the MVP. Maybe he'll have Offensive Rookie of the Year, though. I don't know. Crowell was garbage. Colt wasn't great. That's all I really wanted to see. Offensive yards was 32nd. Defensive was definitely not number one. I don't know. All right, so awards, AFC side, Offensive Rookie of the Year, not even close. Number 5. Oh, I forgot he was both sides. Number 5, and Colt was number 8. I did not use a single XP on the season, neither did the rest of the league. So let's see how much XP they have. 10 and 16K, so Colt is a little bit of XP. Let's get Colt going up. He's back down to that 76 overall rating, or 74 technically. What can we do with these guys? I mean, Colt seems like he'll actually be a pretty feasible player here. But I don't know about Devin. Ew, 79 overall even. Not looking great at all. Devin Wade, can you do anything for us? I did not mean to go to edit. I meant to go to upgrade. I will say Myles Garrett, though. 50k XP. I have never had Myles Garrett, so I'm going to enjoy this a little bit. I hope I'm doing you proud. 92 overall only. I think I did the right thing, though. That's what I would have done, at least. Who is this? Nakua. Really trying to get me to say something racist on accident. I don't know how, but he will. He'll get it. Got to a 79 overall in 1 year. I mean, that's like a once-in-a-lifetime XP type experience, too, so I don't know. So, like I said before, definitely not that what he said. Wait, actually, let's take a look at the draft picks. Can we look at that right now? Let's see what I wonder what the Browns are going to do with this pick. Number 2, number 22, number 34, 54, 64, 66. Interesting. Number 2. So there was actually a team worse than the Browns. Who the hell could that be? Who actually was that? I don't know who the hell that would be. Maybe the Niners? What? How are we number 2? We had 2 draws. Or 2 ties. We wouldn't have the Buccaneers pick. I would assume we're actually going to have the number 1 overall pick. We'll see in a moment, though, when the Browns select. Going to go to the offseason. I don't want anything to do with the draft. As long as we have Devin Wade and the other guy, Colt the guy that everyone forgets about. Oh, no, I do not want to do that. I do want to sim to the draft, and then I want to sim through it. Because I want to actually see what we get. Plus, I want to see what pick they were taking. If you had 2 draft picks in the first round, what would you do if you're the Browns? I know top 2, technically number 1 overall, is very hard to trade down from. But if you're the Browns, would you not? Like, would you not? I think I would trade down from number 1 because that will cost someone a fortune. Imagine moving from number 1 to 15. That would be insane. Although, they definitely disagree because they landed a superstar corner. I mean, he's not technically a superstar dev, but a great corner, superstar center, 77 overall left outside linebacker, 78 overall left tackle. Jesus, the Browns have out-browned themselves for us today. Barry Ivory, great running back late. I mean, they did really well there. Oh, I do not want to sim 10 years, believe it or not. Let's see what we're looking at. Is Devin Wade and Colt still the top? How come Colt Cruz isn't number 1? He's an 82 overall. Lads, let's stop being biased. He's clearly the best wide receiver we have. Colt Cruz has a future. He's a 79. Apparently lies have been spread, and I am sorry. I am sorry for blaming the coaching staff and whatnot, even though we're technically the coach, which is basically the majority of the coaching staff. And usually in mass quantity, also the case. Let's go to the midseason. I'm gonna use some XP. I want to see if we can actually, kind of get to the playoffs. But after the season, I'm definitely calling it there. I will say that this, what is it called, experiment. It's not like it's like a, oh my god, that's a game changer. But I will say I think the Colts, or Devin Wade and Colt Cruz, could easily turn this team around. I don't know how old they actually are supposed to be though. So Devin Wade, I think, is actually 23, and I don't know how old Colt Cruz is. Don't really care too much about that. I probably should have actually tried to look for the ages, but at the same time, oh, that really sucks. I got to get his jumping up because I did not upgrade that. A guy at 5'10", white, decent age, would probably be at least an 87 jumping or higher. So let's actually see how that affects his stats. That should actually affect him big time. I'll give him an 88 jumping. I think that's a very fair jumping. Goes up 3 overall. That's actually really big. Going to the playoffs, though. Let's see. The question was, would they, make them worst to first? This will be 2 years in. You could easily say they were not worst to first year. They were just worst. Let's see if the second year changes anything. 2-12-2 was our first season. Can we at least top that is the question. It's be an interesting team to maybe go back and quote-unquote rebuild. Of course, we did not make the playoffs. 4-12, I mean, we turned those draws into wins, I suppose. Devin Wade did have a much better season, I think. Duke Johnson, even though Ivory should have been the starter, Duke Johnson playing way better than Crowell ever did. And then Colt Cruz had one, career year, clearly. Almost 1,300 yards, 7 touchdowns. Colt Cruz is definitely on his way to becoming an NFL superstar. But I think we can easily say that a team like the Browns, it isn't enough for Devin Wade and Colt Cruz to turn them into superstars. It's not the Big Ben to Antonio Brown, the Matt Ryan to Julio Jones. I must have said the opposite way. I wouldn't say the Tom Brady Edelman because Tom Brady kind of just throws to whoever the hell is open. Which, don't get me wrong, there's still quite a lot of people that are open in that scenario, but still. Devin Wade, number 7. Wide receiver, though. Colt Cruz. Not on the list, surprisingly. Interesting. What kind of XP did we have? Did we go through all that? We did not. Let's see what they finished after 2 years. Technically, they should have been older, so we'll call it how it is. So, a few things that we're missing from this. Proper ages. I don't know if Colt Cruz actually has a legit age. I found Devin Wade's pretty easily, 23 years old, so he would technically be 24 on his way to 25. So he probably wouldn't have developed that quickly. B, I don't think they would have superstar. Devin Wade, maybe. Colt Cruz, probably quick dev. Like I said, I've never finished long shot, so I can't really make a judgment on what I've seen to give him a proper dev projection. But I will say Colt Cruz seemed to do pretty well. Devin Wade was kind of a 50-50 prototypical type player, nothing too special, but Colt Cruz I think has a future in the league as a star wide receiver. So yeah, that's the challenge. Thanks LC Plays. That was kind of fun, the experiment. So No, no one can save the Browns is the answer. Basically, I think we rebuilt them in 2 fashions now. But that's going to most likely be the last video of the day. 2 videos for today. Tomorrow should be 3. You know, the traditional franchise and then probably a draft champions or some sort of ultimate team presents. Not like presents, like, oh, we got some gifts, but presents. Although we will have some sort of pack opening over the weekend. Nothing too crazy, but we'll have a little bit of something, a little bit of value. Had a couple of gifts. But thanks again, like I said, LC Plays. If you have a suggestion for what if, experiment, rebuild, challenge, different game, let me know. Hopefully you guys come back for next video. But until next video, koala!